Hello, 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 beautiful Blessed Spice family. Welcome back to Freestyle Friday. And today we are going to be making some delicious grilled chicken thighs. Let me tell you something. I'm going to start by showing you guys a little bit of my seasonings, why I call myself the Spice Queen, because I like spices. But first of all, we're going to go ahead and get that. I took the chicken thighs out of the freezer, put them in the refrigerator so they can thaw out at refrigerator temperature. And they're not sitting out on the counter, because you're not supposed to unthaw food like that. Did you know that? I didn't know that, but for years my mother always unthawed food sitting on the counter, and sometimes overnight, but we never got sick. But when I did the Serve Safe class, they said you cannot unthaw stuff just sitting on the counter. You got to put it in the refrigerator and let it unthaw refrigerator temperature. So we got these out of the freezer, put them in the refrigerator, let it unthaw overnight, refrigerator temperature. We got these bell peppers, you guys, and onion. We're going to do something with these. And we're not going to do nothing with that onion. I just had it sitting in there. But we're going to do something with those bell peppers and onions. So stay tuned for that. This is kind of like a long video, but I'm so sorry. And we're just going to get into my seasonings. Why I call myself the Spice Queen here on Freestyle Friday. I call myself the Spice Queen because I love different spices. I really haven't made my own seasoning yet. I don't think I'm ever going to probably do that, because a lot of people that I know already have a lot of their own seasons. Like I think we have April's Kitchen. She's got her own seasoning. You got Lisa D's Delight. She got her own seasoning. And a lot of other people, man, they got their own seasonings, but I don't know how you would start by doing that. So all I do is mix and match, put seasonings together. And right now I'm trying to find me some seasonings to go onto these grilled chicken thighs. And today on Freestyle Friday, y'all, on Freestyle Friday, we are going to be using that indoor grill. Once again, you guys, the George Foreman indoor grill. I'm going to show you guys how those chicken thighs look on that George Foreman grill. And I'm also going to show you how to clean it. It's so simple and easy, you guys. All the cooking tools that I got, so amazing. And all I do, I make sure after I use it, I clean it after every use. You guys, that's the best way to keep your appliances. Clean it right after you get done. And usually it just takes like a wipe, very simple cleaning. If you let it set overnight, it's probably going to be hard to clean. So if you care about your electronics like I do, you're going to clean them right after. And look at all that season, all of my bouillons, the beef flavor, the chicken. Here's one of my little turntables I got right here. I have like 3 of those. And these are just my small seasonings that I put on here that I can just take to where I'm getting ready to do a video and just turn it around and see what I'm going to do. But lately here I've been using the big seasonings. I've been taking out my big seasonings and I just been pouring out the seasonings in it. And I don't know why, but usually, I just do it all kinds of ways. I'll mix it in a bowl, put some oil, paint it. I do it any old kind of way, guys. Any way I feel on Freestyle Friday. You hear me? Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Do it now. All right, here goes my other seasonings right here. All kinds of different seasonings. It just depends on how I feel. I got me some little wine right here. This is probably the only wine you're going to see me drink. This cooking wine right there, the Marcella, all of those delicious olive oil, all of that stuff, cooking stuff, and all of these amazing seasonings. I'm going to head back up tomorrow, Georgia soon here, because it's got that. Remember, I did one of those videos. You guys got to go back and see it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in the description box so you guys can see how many freaking seasons this store has in Morrow, Georgia, right next to Atlanta. So I'm going to go driving up there so I can go get me some more seasonings, because I'm out of my brown sugar bourbon. I'm just out of all of my good seasonings. So I'm just using the bare minimal, the garlic powder, onion powder, lemon pepper, and this is what we're going to use on our chicken today. We're going to be using that blackened, we're going to be using that garlic powder, that paprika, we're going to be using that adobo. Absolutely good season. Adobo is an all-purpose season. Blackened is, I don't know, it's different. It's a different seasoning. And then we got that onion powder, and we also have that lemon pepper. This is what we're going to be using here today on that grilled chicken. And actually, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I used a little bit too much lemon pepper and I got them a little bit too salty. So what I did was, now listen to what I did now. I'll tell you what I did with it in just a minute. It was a little too salty and I said, well, I'm not going to waste them. And I did a shorts video. And what I did was I put those grilled chicken thighs inside of the crock pot and just made some homemade gravy, smothered them in gravy, and threw it on some rice. It sucked up that salt taste. So you guys, season to your taste. Be mindful of that lemon pepper. That lemon pepper is very tricky if you're going to be using an all-purpose season like adobo and that blackened seasoning. I should have just dapped it in there like I thought I was going to do, that lemon pepper, but I just wanted it in there so bad, and I just said, okay, I want to put a little bit more than usual, and I did. Dang it. So when I package my meat, I usually clean my meat before I put it in the package, so I don't have to clean them. But yeah, but I should have cut some of this skin off, because there's a lot of skin on these chicken thighs right here. And these chicken thighs were humongous, family, humongous. And they had a lot of freaking skin on it. I can't believe how much skin was on this chicken thighs. So anyhow, season to your taste. Season to your taste. You guys, please be mindful, like I said, of that lemon pepper. And like I said, when I can even put that lemon pepper on my popcorn, and it has a lot of salt in it. And when I think of lemon pepper, I think of pepper when it says pepper, but that lemon, something salty about it is in there. So I'm not too sure. But anyhow, we're going to put that olive oil on there. Just any kind of oil is just put in there, you guys. I've just got some vegetable oil in there. So I just reuse that bottle. It's not actual olive oil, okay? It's not actual olive oil. So anyhow, we're going to just start seasoning to our taste. You guys, family, stay freaking tuned. Season to your taste. Now watch how much lemon pepper I put on here. It doesn't look like a lot, but it is a lot. To me, it's a lot because my food got salty. It could be the blackened season. So look at all that lemon pepper. Now, you know that's ridiculous. But anyhow, you guys stay freaking tuned while we season up these chicken thighs. Holla at your girls. Stay tuned. Okay, Spice family, check it out. I believe I put a little bit of all kinds of seasoning, too much, because look at how I figured, since I wasn't going to put it on the other side, I just put enough for both sides. And I'm thinking, okay, it's good. But anyhow, let me tell you something. It was a little salty, but that's okay. So we're going to just take it and mix it all in, get it under the skin. Do what you do. It's Freestyle Friday. And these chicken thighs were humongous. That's probably why also I added extra seasoning, because these things I'm talking about, they are big. So get it all in there, get it up under the skin, do what you got to do, It's Freestyle Friday, and I just want to say thank you so much for everybody subscribing to the channel. And please don't forget to go and check out the Praying Couple cooking series. They're up Monday through Friday, and they do Shout Out Mondays, Twisted Taco Tuesday, Prayer Wednesdays, DJ Vince Thursdays, and Miss Bling Fashion on Fridays, and they're off on Saturday and Sunday. Go check them out. And also, don't forget to check out the Spice Queen TV. Let's Talk Tuesdays. Go check it out. She got some shorts videos on there. She's got some stuff she talks about, drug and alcohol, alcoholism, sobriety, her personal life a little bit, just all kinds of things. Go check out that channel. And look at, you see how big that chicken thigh is? That thing is big as my hand, okay? Look at all that skin. Look at all that freaking skin on that chicken thigh. That is just too much. But anyhow, I think if I would have deep fried these, that skin would have been absolutely amazing. And I think since after I put them on the grill, and then we figured out they was a little too salty for our taste buds. So I said, I'm not going to waste the chicken. I'm not going to waste the grilled chicken. I'm going to do the smothered chicken in the crock pot with the gravy, which sucked up a lot of the salt because I just used a little bit of slurry, flour, and cornstarch. You guys, please don't forget to turn on that bell. Turn that bell on right now. Turn that bell notification on. Like I said, I used a little bit of flour and cornstarch, and that's it. I didn't add any salt, nothing to it, and just let it cook in that crock pot, and it sucked up that salt out of that chicken skin. So it was mostly salty in the skin, but anyhow, so look at that. We got it all nice and seasoned up. And I think the kicker was too, I added a little bit more of blackened season on the top after I already seasoned. That's what it was, y'all. I forgot. You see the more season that I put on the top? Now that's paprika. That's paprika I'm adding on there for color. But I remember I added some more blackened season. That's what took it over the edge. So it probably was not the lemon pepper. It was that extra kick of that blackened season that I wanted on there. So anyhow, maybe because I wanted the chicken to look dark after it was on that grill, which it did. It looked amazing. You guys are gonna see. So I set these in the refrigerator overnight, and I let them marinate overnight. Okay, so we got them out. It's the next day, and we're getting ready to go ahead and finish up this video. Finish up our chicken, and as you can see, it's been sitting overnight. And as you can see, it's got the water. The juices from the chicken just sitting overnight. There goes the George Foreman grill. Hello, George. I see you. I see you, George. Okay, you guys, I see the cooking elements going around and around, how it gets dark right there. That's where the heat sits. So that's where we're going to set our chicken thighs, right on the burner parts of that ring. So we're going to do that until we get our dark lines on there, our grill marks, our indoor grill. We're doing it here. We're doing it big in Georgia. We're doing it in Georgia, and it's absolutely amazing and beautiful out here in Georgia. Look at those. They look good. And I'm telling you, the grill came out good. They were just a little bit salty. And now I know why it got a little bit salty, because I added that extra blackened season on there. Why did I do that? Like I said, for color. I should have just put more paprika. Why didn't I do that? What was I thinking, guys? I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of pieces that I am in the house. I'm in the house doing this beautiful grill. It looks like I'm outside, and there goes my living room right there. We're in the house doing these amazing chicken thighs right there on the indoor George Foreman grill. Absolutely stunning and amazing. So we're going to let these cook for a few, and then we're going to turn them over when they are done, and you guys are going to see the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful grill mark. Stay freaking tuned. Great balls of fire, great balls of fire. Look at those chicken thighs, guys. Look at those chicken thighs. We are in the house using the George Foreman indoor grill. We are in the house. Absolutely stunning and amazing. Look how beautiful they look. And that's probably why I added that extra blackened seasoning, just so I can get a darker crust on the skin. But anyhow, who knows? But they did get a little salty. But anyhow, look at how amazing, amazing, amazing these chicken thighs look. Y'all, we did that. We did that. So let's take a look around and see what we got going on inside the Spice Queen's crib. All right, you guys, check it out. We are in the Spice Queen's living room, and we're just going to walk around. So, you know, just some relaxation, how I live a little bit, nice and cozy, comfortable, right here in the crib, doing the George Foreman. Don't have to go outside in the heat in Georgia. Right there with all my toys, and there goes the George Foreman grill. Right there, look at that there, family. Check it out. Doesn't it look absolutely stunning and amazing? So in the shorts video, you guys are going to see these. We ate one a piece or two a piece or something like that. Well, two a piece and then one, but we had enough to put in the gravy. We had 4 to put in the gravy. So we put them 4 in the gravy, as you're going to see on the shorts video, and we got it together. So it was absolutely delicious, and we made some rice. We put that on top of the rice. You guys, absolutely delicious. So good, and some good flavor. And then we made some green beans. All right, so let's go ahead and cut these bell peppers up, family. We're going to cut these bell peppers up, wash them up, cut them up, and do our thing. We're going to make some, you know, I thought this was broccoli and cheddar rice that I was making, but no, it's the spiral, cheddar broccoli spiral. And I said, no, I don't want no spiral noodles. We always eat the spiral noodles. But anyhow, so I was like, okay, we're just going to make it happen, Captain. I already have it. What I'm going to do with it, we cut all the bell peppers up. We cut the red, the green, and the onion up. And then we're just going to saute them. And then we're going to add in those noodles. You guys stay freaking tuned. Okay, Spice family, we're getting ready to saute our vegetables. We're getting ready to put that onion in there, and we're getting ready to put some butter, and we're getting ready to do our thing. We turned on our gas stove, which I'm liking this gas stove. I've been so scared to use this gas stove, but we're going to go ahead and do that onion just like that. And we're getting ready to rake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Got that onion in there. We're going to put in our bell peppers. We're going to put a little bit of butter, and we're going to just go ahead and follow the package. That's what I'm going to do for those. I follow the package, and I do a little twist at the end, and I'll add a little bit more garlic powder, more onion powder, just a little bit more extra seasoning to this spiral cheddar noodles. I usually put Velveeta cheese in it, but last time I did it was so good, but we just didn't want to keep adding cheese. I think doctor said I got high cholesterol, a little high cholesterol, but and I'm like, I really don't even eat fried food, and I don't be eating fast food, and I just be watching what I eat, but I still have a little bit of high cholesterol is what they said. So other than that, I'm a healthy camper. But anyhow, look at that, you family. We're gonna go ahead and let that saute up, get it nice and tender, and then look at those chicken freaking thighs. Look at those. You see all that skin? Look at all that skin on them dang chicken thighs. I guess, I don't know, next time I get some chicken thighs like that with all the skin, I'm definitely going to bake them in the oven. I think the baked skin would be a lot better, and also deep fry would be a lot better too, because it'll make the skin have more control. And then, because when we put it in the gravy, it seemed like the skin was kind of just loose, and it was a lot of chewy, thick, loose skin. So, you know, there goes the Spice Queens merch, you guys. There goes the Spice Queens merch. Get you some. That's a nice coffee cup there. You guys, get you a coffee cup. Go show some support and some love to your girls' merch. Go get you some. All right, so we got all that boiled to a boil, and then we went on ahead and add our 2 packs of spiral noodles in there. We're just going to let it simmer. We're just going to let it cook until the water evaporates right out of there, okay? So, you guys don't forget to go and check out the Praying Couple Cooking Series. Go do what you do. Go check them out. I'm telling you, there we go, guys. We're getting ready to take these off, and we're just going to put them to the side. They are done. They are literally done. And you know what? It probably would have, like I was telling my guy, I was like, you know what? It probably, if we would have put in barbecue sauce, let barbecue sauce sit on just without changing the taste of the barbecue sauce and let it sit in there, it probably would have took up some of that salt flavor. But you know what? It was good like it was. We got it all together and we did our other thing with it. So, you guys, now we're done with that and we're getting ready to clean up the grill. So you guys watch me clean up the George Foreman grill, how easy it is and how quick. So what I'm going to do first is just go ahead and take a wet paper towel. You want to use a paper towel, not unless you want your towels messed up. So use a wet paper towel and scoop all of the resin, whatever, all the crust, all the stuff to the middle of that line. And once you get it all to the middle of that line, and you do it while it's kind of warm still. I think it works better when you still do it a little warm, not scalding hot, but a little warm. And then after we get all of that pushed to that middle, we're going to make it go down the middle right into that little dish. So stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and get all that scraped in with the wet paper towel. I have just a tad bit of dish soap on it. You really don't want to put any dish soap on the grill. Just use some regular water. So see how we got it all nice in the middle of there, and then we're going to push it all the way down into that bowl, into that little that little bucket down on the bottom. The little catcher is what it is. So we're going to put that all in there like that, and then after we get that all in there, we're going to take a dry one, and then we're going to go over it again, just like that. And then after I get it all off of there, you guys, I take it out, and then I run some water right on top of that grill part just to get all the rest of the black stuff off. So stay tuned, because we're getting ready to pick it up and get that little thing underneath. So stay tuned, Spice Family. That's the dry one. Go ahead and do it like that. So stay tuned. Okay, Spice Family, look at that. And that was our dry one. And look how we just got a little bit on there and it's got it all nice and good. So all I'm going to do now is get it off and then get the little plate that's underneath and then take some water and we're spray it on top of there just to get the little rest off. So I'm going to unplug it and then I'm going to take that little grill out of there. It's still kind of hot. So bear with me. I have to do it with this one hand, but I'm going to get it out of there. And then we're going to put some water on it and show you how much grease came up underneath. But look at that. Dude, it came out good. It's still soaking up that water. But those pasta noodles look absolutely delicious. And they tasted really well, too. They look so flavorful and so good. Somebody said, Spice Queen, every time I watch one of your videos, you always got bell peppers in it. You right about that. I'm going to always have a bell pepper up in the video, okay? You would never not see no bell pepper up in the video. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to see some bell peppers. Okay, there you go. There goes the stuff that was underneath the bottom of that chicken. And it could be the oil that we put on the chicken when we were seasoning the chicken. Just coming off the chicken. And then there goes all that black stuff right there, the burn parts. So yep, we took that out. We rinsed off the top of that with some water. We're going to put that back in, and then we're going to be done with our George Foreman grill. Just that easy to clean, just like that. And I had to show you guys, it's just that simple. And I always clean all of my cooking tools, my cooking stuff. After I use them, I clean it right after. I do not let nothing sit, and that's why they stay so nice so long. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Holla at your girl. See you on the next video. Smooches, smooches, smooches. George Foreman Indoor Grill. Holla at your girl. Smooches.